Hello and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. This trial has really become a circus. Wait, witness! Don't tell me you had something else.
Objection!
Time for deliberations has passed. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this! A photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait. Look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Right, wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Huh? Get yourself off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Objection!
Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? No. Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. Last one submitted. This trial isn't over till we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. Well, all of this seems to be linking up, but what the heck is that? The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? Something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or a scarf in any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as a part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and... oh, I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Stupid! No. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth and muffler is rated to the case. Because you mentioned it. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused with my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ah! Yeah! Could it be that muffler you heard mentioned? Was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh, woo! Well, it seems we have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? Find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. Leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. Verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Whew. That was close. But we made it. At least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? Wait, you ate all of those things at once? Jeez. To be continued. Do. Save your progress to this point. Trial former, trial later. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defense Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like, you're swimming up the bottom of a lake out to reach the surface. No matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn the trial around, right? Only weapon, tiny insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Oh boy. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Is that why you wear a red neckerchief? Officer Marshall! Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. Got the home ranch locked together, down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. Not hard to slip out, huh? Well, what's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen of last 2 days have really been on edge. Also, how do you bring a knife into a courtroom? Don't you get enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall, the whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. Saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the awards ceremony that afternoon. Edward's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? The photograph taken at the crime scene. She wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes you just gotta let the bull go where it will. Time will tell. Oh boy. Watch your butt. I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? Well, it sounds like BS to me. With steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Hooey! Okay. Steak sauce is good for, like, low-grade meats, but if you're getting up some, high-quality ribs, no, you don't want to ruin that with steak sauce. I know, I'm being a snob. You can eat however you would like, but nah. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. I'd like to resume? What's up? Judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. Sounds like an allergic reaction. Someone have an EpiPen? That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. Wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it's time we continued on with this trial. Objection? I think the prosecution needs, like, medical attention. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock? Huh? Who's there? What's with this guy? Strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? What, the head of the Church of Satan or something? Ah, it's you! Oh, sorry I'm late, OG. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, OG? How you been? OG? Ah, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy smidzy, OG, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. OG, seems to be a nickname for the judge? I guess, but shouldn't the judge have an actual name? I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha! So you're Righto, the attorney. Heard good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! That sounds like a come on. Little Worthy? Mr. Wright? Don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's a top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. Okay, so, yes, Demon. Sec. So, what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. Crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed in that exhaust pipe. On Little Worthy's car, no less. Huh. Really quite embarrassing even for us. What's this? Thank you, Judge. It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Objection!
Chief! What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Huh? Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. No mistaking the signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had... Go ahead in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. We've seen it a few times. Kind of major blunder was so unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Court accepts this new evidence. I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at this blade, the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push the switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Yeah, okay, game, why do you have to do this? Ah! Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at his knife blade. Tip is broken off. This dark red stain. Blood? Switchblade knife added to the court record. Found the crime scene, wrap in the defendant's muffler, small tag attached. Don't excuse the action of the police department. I'd like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. Terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police? And this knife? Sure thing, not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Department in disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove connection between this knife and Goodman. It was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess! Time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order, order, order. Anyway, we at the department are all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? This is all being recorded? Like we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. This knife is special. I can't say how here. Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. Established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. How was there another knife at the scene of the crime? It's quite a mystery. Like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. This knife was found in the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on in the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about that knife that'll give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman? And perhaps pieces are falling into place. Should try presenting this piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So how are things down in the department? It's a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do any investigation. Small tag on the knife. It says SL92. What's that supposed to mean? Not sure. It reminds me of a similar code. DL6. Maybe it's a case number? That's weird. What? I don't remember where. But I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. Wasn't that long ago either. Maybe I should check the court record again. Ah! That is upside down, isn't it? Anyway, let's keep pressing. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So, something did happen. Why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why don't you ask? Why didn't you ask? Huh? No matter, I understand. You were busy with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. On the same day, a detective was killed at the prosecutor's parking lot? Another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, OG? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. Suppose I could help if you help me by giving data on your case. Ooh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Huh. Let's see here. Yeah, let me guess. Was killed by a knife wound? Well, how's the detective killed? How was he killed? That's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife? That'll be for next time. Have a good one, folks.